Yo guys, today we're going to watch how do people even live in Arknights. Let's watch this. I don't know what it's going to talk about, but yeah, let's just watch this.
There is a whole PV where Aegir literally hacked the video and called for every nation to please, for the love of God, put your difference aside and help us fight the ocean.
Damn, that bad, huh? Holy, like is the sea ones are that bad.
After finishing the Syracuse event, I thought about reading more of ARKNIGHTS' story since the world is actually pretty interesting. But after reading through some of these events, explain to me how people even live in this world. Unless you are born with super arts, been given premium tier genetics, or friends with the main cast, you are not
Friend with the main cast.
expected to survive past your 40s.
This Amphil test footage.
Actually, scratch that. They aren't even having a good time either. Now, this isn't a power scaling video, nor a comprehensive lore guide because I still haven't read everything and new lore comes out faster than I can find time to read them. This is just a fun little video about how messed up this world is, so...
Okay, so he just want to talk about how messed up it is. It's good. Let's hear
Without
it.
wasting any more of your time, number one.
I know bits of it, but about how messed up the world is with apathy, with Colombia experimenting on children, with Usos racism, with some the Usos children. Why is it the child? Why is it called like the? I forgot the event, but holy shit, I haven't did it yet. But all I know that what is this?
The gods, otherwise known as the Fairmoots, are immortal, powerful beings that inhabit Terra. These beings come in many shapes and sizes and have powers that scales from controlling the landscape to time-space manipulation. The one I would like to focus on most in this segment is Fairmoot Sui.
Yeah.
So, a quick backstory on Sui. Back then, when Yan was in his infant state, basically during a Chinese dynasty, there was a lot of infighting between clans. Then one man named True Lung rised up and united everyone under a single nation.
Interesting. Kind of like what I call Xing Shu Wang.
However, the Fairmoot have been using their powers to rule by fear, forcing the people to worship them like gods. But fear left for too long often breeds into hate, as one emperor decided to declare a legendary event known as the Great Hunt. Believing that he can defeat gods, he carefully planned and lured the Fairmoots to a festival. Then he launched a full-scale attack, even shocking everyone with the partnership of Fairmoot Sui. But Sui had alternative motives. The reason why he's helping the humans was because he wanted to be the only god in Yan. Only the Emperor knew this. After all, he viewed all gods as being selfish and used Sui's power against him, imprisoning him deep underground and splitting him into 12.
Damn! Amazing Emperor! Holy! I didn't really understand the Sui that much, but I feel I now grasp a very deep understanding of what Sui is. But damn! So Sui helped to kill all the pheromones, and then the Emperor used that power to actually trap him, and then separate him into 12 fragments.
Since the Emperor succeeded, Yan basically became a world superpower, being the only nation to ever challenge and defeat God.
Oh my god, that's gonna epic. Holy Yan. Is there a video? Like, I guess I will ask Virgon then. But is there a video where they power scale which is the strongest nation? Like, so far the only one I can think of is Yan and Ursus. Ursus only because the Emperor Blaze, like there's so many, like they fought the collapses, like a lot of their armies or the nations fight the collapses. So not nations, the people, the army fight the collapses. But I don't know how strong the collapses is compared to a Pheromoon, but the fact that they're able to kill a Pheromoon, defeat all the Pheromoon in their country, and then use a Pheromoon to their advantage, that I damn, Yan.
But in fighting them, the Empire lost millions. The army was nearly destroyed and the north part of Yan became corrupted because of demons.
It collapses.
We'll put a pin in that for later. But here's where things gets a bit prophetic. Sui is said to revive soon, and so are the other Fairmoods. After being killed or banished by mere mortals, what do you suspect a god would do when they come back? Exactly, that's what the Yan government is thinking as well, and they've been preparing for the revival for over 1,000 years.
Oh damn, so they're going to revive? Okay, that's kinda epic.
And in order to have some political stability, a new policy was put into place that basically said to hide the impending doom from the innocent people. Not only do regular people not know about the gods returning, but also the fact that there are literal demons and seaborns coming for them. Put a pin in that one as well. To put things into perspective, after like 1,000 years have passed, a lot of people in Terra don't even know if the Fairmoods are real. In fact, they would just
Oh really? Okay.
call them gods like we would.
I guess it's understandable.
Now,
Like, if 1,000 years has passed, obviously people are going to forget their existence if they never actually show up for many years.
imagine if your government not only hid the fact that they kept God's corpse in their basement, but also the fact that Armageddon is coming, and we might have pissed God off. I think it would go something like this for the average people. You're out doing your thing, then a countdown appears.
God is coming.
What makes it even worse is, of course, there are factions and cults that are trying to reunite all the fragments to revive Sui.
What? Really? Oh man, obviously we have this stupid type of cult that doesn't even know the danger that we're going to... Like, they are just fanatics, bro.
We actually get to see this when one of the dying Fairmoods named Ya came back to Yan for revenge against Sui and the country. But luckily, during the climax, Big Bro Changyu, one of the 12 fragments, managed to confront Ya, only for Ya to hit a...
The fuck?
But Changyu said, I don't need magic, and just beat Ya out of the domain with Kung Fu. Honestly, with Nyan and her...
That's kinda insane. Oh damn, Chun Yue. I think I underestimate you. Like, Chun Yue is not really my favorite, not really one of my favorite. Like, he probably my least favorite design of a Sui sibling. But damn.
fragment siblings trying to fight against Destiny. By the way, she's my favorite beside the rice farmer. I think this
I love
event
Rice Farmer is my favorite.
could maybe be survivable. But you know what's funny? If we are looking at just Fairmoot wise and not the other threats, Yarak might actually be the safest place to live in the entire world.
What? Kira?
You know, I've always been a winter guy. A little bit of snow here and there. God is still alive and pretty happy that people still worship her. But she does wish that the people didn't isolate themselves. That's right, this god wants you to go outside more. At one point, she basically
Yeah, Kira here.
took on a form of this woman and act as a maid to the Saintness. And I don't know if they did this on purpose or not, but they kind of made her look like a corpse. Her skin is super pale and usually blue lips tends to indicate a lack of oxygen. But yeah, she's just hanging around behind the scenes since she wants her people to be self-sufficient. But don't worry, here's a little miracle for you. I also like how they
The fact that she, like, the fact that she, the god of, you know, that Kujara worship, is actually being the maid of the saintess, who, you know, the saintess of the god they worship to. That's gonna happen funny.
explain the reasoning for why these godlike beings doesn't instantly wipe the map is because their powers are actually landlocked. They're basically nerfed without home field advantage. You know what?
Oh, interesting.
No, she should be. So, yeah,
Holy, what happened to you? Oh, damn, she sneezed and
Advantage.
froze her.
you know what? No, she should be. So, yeah, that's number one. Time to move on to our next segment. Cognitive hazard and info hazard.
Ah, yes, this thing, from the land that she should be not spoken.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the demons. As we know, demons portrayed in anime are usually one way or the other. They're either just another race or actually monsters. Unfortunately, the ARKNIGHTS demons are like a
Dude, they're just SCPs, bro.
disease type, because they explain that the demons make no sense. As in, they are incomprehensible to the normal people and warp reality itself. In fact, demon is a term used to hide their real name. Their
Oh, really? Oh, damn. Wait, does that mean that if you learn the real name, you just die? Oh, no.
scientific name is called the collapsals.
Oh, yeah, collapses, yeah.
Now, here's why this segment is called Cognitive Hazard and Info Hazard. The act of knowing or thinking about them gives you a chance of being corrupted. Imagine if your friend was like, I was out the other day in Sammy, right? I saw
Yeah,
these like
Sammy.
floating meatball things. Yeah, got like an eye and teeth and I don't know, freak him out, right? Apparently, they're called demons or collapsals if we're getting technical. The Snow Priest and something about getting my memory wipe, but wait, so they're kind of like Doom. Yeah, I guess you could.
You're dead too. you like he has tell you about the information. You are dead as well. You are dead as well.
At least that's what I think would happen. But there's also this part that doesn't make sense to me. So there's this country called Sammy that's located super close to the north. Their Fairmood, called Sammy, is slowly being corrupted and the people of Sammy are expert at pushing them back. So far, some researcher and higher ups at Jan and Ursus knows about these collapsals.
Yep.
So explain to me how the act of knowing and thinking about them causing corruption doesn't affect these people. Now, I had to look up a wiki to see what the symptoms of corruptions are, and what I found is straight out of an SCP file. Your body starts to develop black patches, faces becoming a singularity that do not reflect visible light. Literal Walking Dead. Loss of the ability to understand language or mathematics.
Why is this? Why this song? What the hell? This some Mongol shit, bro.
Luckily, this time there wasn't any cultists. Or at least I couldn't find any. Okay, after hearing all this, how has the world been run over yet? We got some super soldiers in Yan fighting off the corruption. Then of course, Sammy Snow Priest doing the same since they are the most knowledgeable. And lastly, the Ursus Empire. Apparently there's
Ursus Empire
somehow using occult rituals to fuse collapsal powers into super soldiers.
How do you even do that? Why this? What the?
As far as I've read, this is a losing battle, and they're only keeping the demons at bay right now. Oh, and of course, they have space and time manipulation too, cause why not, right? But with all of this in mind, what is even more terrifying than something that you can't even think about? Something that's even more dangerous than reality warping powers.
Wait, Seaborn is way more. I don't know about Seaborn being way more dangerous than collapses. Well, I don't really know how to post scale the characters yet.
That's where we head to segment 3, Adaption.
Ooh.
Now, segment 3 is where things go from somewhat controllable to utterly inevitable. Imagine you live near the sea. Maybe sometime go there for the nice relaxing waves. Then, all of a sudden, you start to hear these wriggly, slimy creatures emerging from the ocean. They are called the Seaborn. From my understanding, these things will immediately try to shut down your nervous system and assimilate you into their.
So that's how it works. Oh my god. Okay, that's scary. I know that nervous impairment, what the effect actually does in what call lore-wise.
Hive mind. The main thing separating their aggression, however, is the fact that they don't really do this for fun like the collapsals. They just want to preserve and survive like any other animal. But these underwater people called the Aegir did something to them that made them view all of humanity as a threat. What makes them more dangerous?
What do you do, Aegir? What? You did something to make them think humanity as a threat? Why? Is it the... Oh man, is it the experiment where they want to find somehow... Like, I heard about some sort of experiment about the Seaborn or something.
Dangerous than the collapsal is the fact that they can evolve and adapt to anything. You shot one with a gun? Now their whole species is bulletproof. There are tiers to these things, by the way, being as small as a microbe to these flower urchin looking thing, all the way to these Leviathan class. These things only recently became a problem, and unfortunately, again, no one knows about them. The country called Iberia, located closest to them, thought that, hey, maybe we should be the only line of defense against these creatures. And of course, there's a cult. These guys are called the Church of the Deep. And guess what they believe in? Surprisingly, not the next step to evolution. They actually believe that everyone should be assimilated into the hive mind because being under a collective mind would mean no more wars and sadness. So they made sure that the Seaborn stays hating humanity. Probably in...
That's what? So that what? I didn't know that. Whoa. So they are the reason why the Seaborn still hates humanity. Dude, Edgar already messed up shit, and now there's someone is going to preserve that messed up shit.
Introduce them to the internet or something. But now you might be wondering how these things haven't ended the world yet.
Yeah.
Luckily, they aren't actually intelligent. According to one of the Abyss Hunter, which I will get to later, these guys only adapt when they need to. This is a ticking time bomb because they only need to have someone in their collective mind to be smart enough to do this, and boom, everyone can adapt passively now. Now, about the Abyss Hunters. They come from this underwater city and are pretty much hybrid super soldiers made to kill Seaborns, and the higher grade Seaborn can just ragdoll the strongest among them. By the way, this one is promptly called the End Speaker. Because they are half Seaborn though, this does mean that they eventually will be assimilated as well. But I feel like I haven't sold you on the Seaborn problem yet. So let me tell you about a worst case scenario. In IS-3, we get to explore alternative timelines about the Seaborn, but first, some context. There is a character called Scotty. She's one of the Abyss Hunter and is one of the most powerful people in the world because her battle causes massive property damage, including collapsing an entire fort. Again, not a power scaling video, so I won't do any math. But mind you, she is just using a greatsword. So she managed to take down one of the Leviathan called Ishar Malah. However, when the Leviathan was defeated, its blood managed to fuse with Scotty and now lays dormant. Now, in the worst case scenario timeline, Ishar Malah managed to take over Scotty's mind, bringing in a new age called the Second Siren. There is a whole PV where Aegir literally hacked the video and called for every nation to please, for the love of God, put your difference aside and help us fight the ocean. But as we soon see, this does not work.
I think I remember that video. Oh man, I think I remember that video before. I think I think I remember something happened. The video got interrupted or something. I genuinely remember it in a way. It's been a while, you know. Like, dude, I watched so many videos that day.
This animation made by Ziying Zhang beautifully showed us what could have happened during the fall of humanity. The animation begins with a man stripped of everything. His work stolen in order to make the very flying machine in the sky. But as he was peering up, a robot appears and shoots the man for what I presume is the originium infection. Then they dumped his body off the landship where he falls beside a Seaborn. It beckons to him, inviting him into the many, where his pain and suffering will disappear. Assimilations. Then, giant flying mantis soars through the destroyed city. Waves of endless Seaborn storms the landship, but the machine managed to repel them with giant flames. Until the evolution picks up. The absolute scale of these things easily broke through the wall, forcing the Titans to hold them off. We also get to see Saria's calcification research being used here. The angel people saw something
Interesting.
Terrifying. Something I believe to be the Sarkaz people. The Titans succeed. Only that was one of many. The red is what I assume to be the Sarkaz managing to repel the Seaborn once again. But Once the Seaborn is killed by something, the rest adapt with this new information. The Angel people are overrun, forcing a drastic option.
Why is this video? This is so cool, holy.
It is said that the Emperor's Blade, the very soldier using the demonic collapsal power, sacrificed themselves to form an impenetrable barrier. However, it only took the Seaborn a few months to adapt to that as well, easily bypassing the Dominion that is meant to corrupt all life and reality.
Oh my god, that's scary as hell! Holy.
After this, many innocent evacuated to the last city. Nature was being assimilated, Casimir Knights trying to buy time, but the evacuation wasn't going well. There were too many people. This image honestly goes hard. It shows the combined forces of every nation's strongest soldiers working together. Their might, however strong, collapsed in less than a day. In the last moment, Amiya had to break her limiters and use everything she can to fight back. We even see the Fairmoods themselves joining in the battle against the...
Like, is this canon? Oh no, I don't think so, right? I feel like they're just trying to, this is just a fan animation of the ending of IS. But damn, this is kind of cool.
Leviathans. Adaptation and assimilation took place, and we get to see Scotty Ishamilah's form. The Firstborn stands before Amiya. Then, we get to see these beautiful shots of how much destruction the Seaborn had created. In the end, with 99% of humanity either eliminated or assimilated, the Seaborn begins to fly, breaking past the fake sky and entering...
Fake sky? Oh, the Starborn?
Space. Finally, freeing Terra of its threat. I believe the animation is based off the final ending of IS-4, where you hatch this insane plan with Mizuki and he becomes the Seaborn God to take them into space before the hive mind could eliminate all life.
Oh.
It is said that after many years,
damn, Mizuki is that important, holy.
His desire to come back to Rhodes Island allowed him a human body. When he touched the land again, he witnessed that the Originium is gone, the wildlife no longer barren. And he does...
Originium is gone? What is this ending, bro? What?
Let's get that wish of coming back to a place he calls home. Humanity was rebuilding, and we even learned that some young Seaborn still lives on Terra, with the current people treating them like normal animals and even giving them food, sending a new perspective up into the stars.
Damn, what? But damn, what an insane. Damn, That was very cinematic, the way he tells the story about the animations.
Humanity today is no longer a threat. We can coexist with humans. This is what I really love about ARKNIGHTS. Despite every horrible world-ending entities, ARKNIGHT is a profoundly hopeful game. The message of ARKNIGHT is, and has always been for the past 5 years, is that while the world itself might be cruel, a better future can always be built through collective actions. By the way, I have only covered like 3 out of 6 or 7 of them. I still haven't talked about the woman on the thumbnail yet, so if this video
Woman in the thumbnail?
does really well,
Oh yeah! Okay. I know who. Our girl priestess, right? Yeah. Like he didn't even touch about priestess. Okay, that's a different type of story. Someone said that I should not really watch part 2. I don't want to watch part 2, but it will be spoilers, right? Damn it. No, none yo. But yeah, great video. Like he talks about all the 3 threats. One is that I already know of. The pheromones. I didn't know that Yan is going to fight. I didn't know that pheromone is going to reborn. Oh, maybe I don't remember, but it's saying that we have a threat with the revival of pheromones. Taking revenge on Yan, and yeah, that is a big threat. But we have pheromone prophecy, and also even the Sui, right? Even like. Yeah, that's going to be an insane war. I wonder if we ever going to see that actually. And then we have this one, the Sami, the demons, like, yeah. And then we have Seaborn. Holy shit, Seaborn was very wrong. And yeah, very good video talking about the threats. Like, yeah, I really like this video. They talking about the threats and what they would have done if they actually succeed in actually destroying us. Like that is fun to see. Damn, it makes me want to play IS even more now with law how law deep the story is. But yeah, I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Please enjoy, please subscribe, and please check out the playlist to see more of my content. And yeah, peace out.